Welcome to Brooks Stadium, and a unique environment in college football because when you see the teal field, you know the Chanticleers aren't far behind. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Broncos will put total leather and we'll get started. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Working the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Angulo. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he makes the catch. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41?
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Chanticleers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds a tight end. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
To the air on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except the ticket holders.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
got his man quickly. And the runner is down, and so is the flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Turning it on. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. The offense changing the play. Just keeps slinging it. He's got the back in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
And the Chanticleers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
29 Phillies.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Quickly complete. Touchdown, goes to Carolina. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Creates a little room. Gets it all the way out to the 42. What a nice job on that return. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Complete to the left. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. To the ground with the back. Running to Green. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Broncos can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Inside the 25. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Broncos are rolling down the field. Unloads quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Let's go.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it from the gun. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And the Broncos will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got it.
Touchdown, Western Michigan. A great catch and run for 6. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Iowa State is in serious trouble right now. I hope that coach is renting and not buying there in Ames, because that could be a bad investment. They're trailing by 14 to Iowa. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The RPO, it's complete. Oh, he's got some space. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
And that's another shot to clear.
The shot to clear after exploding for that huge run. Back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Toss tosses it incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's got a chance. Quarterback gets the first down. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Chanticleers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
The Chanticleers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
42 Spider.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. Running inside the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Western Michigan. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And the Chanticleers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions. Trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time, and even better this time around. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
I mean, you just can't teach and coach Big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets and the helmet. And you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking for space. It's Isaac. Rumbles across the 10, down at the 12-yard line after a pickup of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The shot that clears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
And the shot that clears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The shot that clears will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Broncos moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, shot to clear. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out and throw it quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Just going to keep it after the snap. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
First down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. He pulls it in. It's 4.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Going to sling it on second down. Caught close to the marker. It's 4. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Smalls. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's gonna pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Quick strike complete. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Western Michigan.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air on first down. Fires left. He's got it. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. The Broncos in the hurry-up. Running behind that left side. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Wants to fire on second down. Bringing the heat. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the shot to clear is Will booted away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Broncos with a second and short to keep this drive moving. On the option. He'll pitch it. There he goes. The 20. Touchdown Broncos. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This offense does a really nice job mixing and matching when they want to use these option plays just to catch the defense off balance. They did it right there. Great execution, getting the ball into the pitchman's hands, and man, he showed you the speed.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Pac-12 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and now it's a final. Wake Forest rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Winston-Salem. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake up the Pac-12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throws for the tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Let's go!
Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to pass on second down. Using the quick game. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Chanticleers are flying down the field. Now from inside the red zone. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
All right, you dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He wants it all. Touchdown, Coastal! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. The give to the back. Running into the open space.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Catch in the middle, it's balls. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They just keep firing. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we're going to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. The snap sets up to throw. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Their own end zone, nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Gets the back moving. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Angulo. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Wants to go up top on first down. Dances away. Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man downfield. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. I think that receiver really had 2 choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these crow routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm.
Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through it. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Throws to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter.
Here we go. Razor. Rita.
Making side adjustments here. Snapped it in the shotgun. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Really nice job of awareness on first down that time by the defender. He sees it thrown, he's able to knock it down for the incompletion.
This should be the last play of the quarter.
Easy.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Michigan offense ready to go back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Skips away from pressure. On the move, he fires. That's caught. It's Ford. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
At the 35. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Here comes the heat. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. They move on top here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Houston came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in H-Town had to sweat things out for much of the 2nd half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David. Breaks into the open. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
They'll give it to him again. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Working the big fella downfield and outside. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's going to take off. On target to the left.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
And the shot that clears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Isaac. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got the quick pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Let's go.
Might be changing the route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Touchdown, shot to clear. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And they did tack on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Grab behind the line. It's Ford. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. Quick pass on the fly motion. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a 1st down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown Broncos! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Got a man. It's Johnson. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Another shot to clear.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle for this offense.
Snags it on the right. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jeff.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go? Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Got his man on the right. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Looking to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Kansas State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Working that left side now. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
How about that play? Late in the ball game, you need a play. You throw it up to your guy, and he makes the play. That is execution at its best in the clutch moments. Nice throw, nice catch.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to end it with what is likely the game winner in the final seconds. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking downfield on first down. It's incomplete. A last gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.